Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to show you how to make Kabuli Pulao, which is an iconic rice dish from Afghanistan, and I hope you like the recipe. The rice is super fragrant, the meat is super tender, and the sweet carrot topping is just delicious. What makes this dish stand out is its simple ingredients. So we start by slicing one large onion, and for the meat I'm using beef, but you can use lamb. So that's 400 grams of beef, bone in, make sure. And for the spices, I have some salt, some black peppercorns, some cardamom, and a cinnamon stick. Let's begin cooking. So in a pan over medium-high heat, I pour in 4 tablespoons of ghee, and to it I'm adding the sliced onions and making sure to fry it for 7 to 8 minutes till they get golden brown and crispy. But not too dark brown, because then that's gonna impart a bitter flavor in the broth. Just golden enough. Once the onions are golden, add in the meat and give it a good stir. Once you add in the spices, give it a good stir and fry for around 2 to 3 minutes or till the beef changes color. Once the meat changes color, it's time to add in the water to start making the broth. And you let it simmer for around an hour or till the meat is tender. So I used 4 cups of water here, and I cooked it for around an hour, 10 minutes. Or you can use a pressure cooker if you want to get the meat tender faster. Once done, you remove the meat and keep it aside and strain the broth so we can use it to boil the rice in. For the rice, I used white basmati rice, long grain, and I rinsed it 3 times and I let it soak in cold water for around 30 minutes. Once the strained broth has come to a boil, you add in the soaked rice and let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes or till it's about 70% done, so it's parboiled. It should be soft on the outside but hard on the inside. You can check for doneness around the 5-minute mark. So here I'm checking for the doneness. It should be soft enough to break but still a bit chalky on the inside. Once it's 70% cooked, you remove it from the heat and strain it and save the broth. Now you add in the meat, the meat that we saved previously, the strained rice, and the broth that we just saved, around 3 tablespoons of the broth, just to help steam up the rice again. I'm also making some holes with the back of a spoon for the steam to escape while it's steaming. So we gotta steam this for around 20 minutes or till it fluffs up nice. If your lid has a hole on top for the steam to escape, make sure to cover the hole or the opening with a piece of tin foil. This smells delicious and the rice is looking super nice and fluffy. Just fluff it up gently and time to prepare the carrot topping. I used around 2 tablespoons of ghee and adding in some julienne carrots and frying it for around 2 minutes here. Once it's soft, I sprinkle some sugar on top to caramelize it and give it that glossy sheen, and also add in the raisins and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need to let the carrots brown, you just need to let them get a bit soft so it tastes candy-like. So our carrot topping is done and we can remove it from the heat now, once it looks like this. It's time to plate our hard work, so I start by fluffing some rice onto the plate, and then I mound the meat on top. And for the carrot topping that we just made, I like to drizzle some of the reserved ghee from it and put the topping right on top of it. It really adds to the flavor. It's just layer upon layer. This rice is the perfect balance of sweet and savory. If you enjoyed watching me cook this, please like and subscribe for more. Thank you.